Welcome to the Sensory Super Showdown. Hey KKB Zoo Crew! Welcome back to the wildest, weirdest, and most wonderful animal show on the internet, right here on the KKB Zoo Crew. Today, we're diving underground and into the rivers with two bizarre creatures with mind-blowing superpowers. It's moles versus platypuses in our top 5 animal senses showdown. Let's get weird. Crikey! You are in for an absolute treat today, my friends. We're talking about two animals that are so unique, so specialized, they almost seem like they're from another planet. We've got the mysterious mole, a master of the underground, a little tunneler that lives in a world of darkness and touch. And then, hold on to your hats, because we've got the platypus. A creature so wonderfully weird when it was first discovered, scientists thought it was a hoax. An egg-laying, venomous, duck-billed, beaver-tailed mammal. Woohoo! This is gonna be a wild ride. We're gonna explore their incredible senses, the superpowers that allow them to thrive in their extraordinary environments. How does a mole see without functional eyes? How does a platypus hunt in murky water with everything shut tight? It's a battle of the senses, a showdown of the strange, and you've got a front row seat right here. So, get comfortable, grab your snacks, and prepare to have your minds absolutely blown by these little Aussie and global superstars. This is what wildlife is all about, the sheer unadulterated wonder of it. Let's get into it. Alright, first up, let's talk about one of my absolute favorite Aussie battlers, the platypus. What a little ripper. Now this fella, or Sheila, lives in the freshwater rivers and streams of eastern Australia and Tasmania. And when it goes for a swim, it's not just looking for a bit of a paddle. Oh no, it's on the hunt. And it's got a secret weapon that is just mind-boggling. We're talking about its bill, that soft, leathery, duck-like bill. It's not just for show, folks, it's a high-tech piece of natural engineering. A sensory marvel that allows it to do something truly extraordinary. You see, the platypus can hunt with its eyes closed. Literally, it shuts its eyes, ears, and nostrils underwater. Now, you might be thinking, Steve, how in the blazes does it find its tucker then? Well, that's where the magic happens. That incredible bill is packed with tens of thousands of special sensors. We're talking about electro-receptors. Can you believe it? Electro-receptors. This means it can detect the tiny, minute electrical fields generated by the muscle contractions of its prey, little yabbies, shrimp, insect larvae, all wriggling around on the river bottom. It's like it has a built-in fish finder, but for all sorts of tiny critters. Imagine that. Swimming through the murky water, everything dark, can't see a thing, can't hear a thing, can't even sniff out your next meal in the usual way. But the platypus isn't worried, not one bit. It's sweeping its bill back and forth like a living metal detector. But instead of finding lost coins, it's finding lunch. These electroreceptors are so sensitive, they can pick up the faintest electrical flicker. It's a superpower, plain and simple. A sixth sense that turns the dark, silty riverbed into an open buffet. What a clever little creature. This electro-sensing ability is so precise it can tell the difference between a rock and a wriggling worm just by the electrical signals. It's like a Pokemon with a built-in radar system. Pikachu ain't got nothing on this little Aussie marvel when it comes to natural electricity detection. It's an evolutionary masterpiece, honed over millions of years to make the platypus a super efficient underwater hunter. It doesn't need to see, it's the life around it. Number 3. The star-nosed sensation. Crikey. Now let's burrow down deep into the earth and meet another sensory specialist, but this one's a little different. We're talking about the star-nosed mole. And when I say star-nosed, I mean it. This little fella looks like something straight out of a science fiction movie. A living alien right here on planet Earth. Found in the wet, marshy areas of North America, this mole has taken the sense of touch to a whole new, unbelievable level. It's not just a nose, folks, it's a super-powered, prey-detecting, earth-shattering piece of biological machinery. Meet the star-nosed mole, And its nose, well, it's the star of the show. It's not just a bump on its face, it's got 22 fleshy, pink, writhing tentacles arranged in a perfect star shape. Imagine that, 22 little fingers, constantly moving, constantly exploring, constantly feeling out its dark underground world. And these aren't just any tentacles, they are absolutely packed with sensory receptors. We're talking over 100,000 nerve endings crammed into an area smaller than your fingertip. That's more than 5 times the number of touch receptors in your entire hand. Can you even begin to imagine that level of sensitivity? This incredible star allows the mole to see its world through touch. In the pitch-black tunnels where it lives, eyesight is pretty much useless, so the star-nosed mole has evolved this extraordinary organ to navigate and find food with lightning speed. It can identify and eat prey in under a quarter of a second. That's less than 250 milliseconds. Faster than you can blink. Faster than you can sneeze. Moles 1, Ninjas 0. It's one of the fastest foragers in the entire animal kingdom. All thanks to this super sensitive, super fast nasal appendage. Number 4, the venomous surprise. Now let's paddle back to our Aussie mate, the platypus, because this little oddball has another trick up its, well, on its hind leg. You look at a platypus with its fluffy fur, its comical duck bill, those cute little webbed feet, and you think, "Aw, isn't that adorable?" And it is, but don't be fooled by that innocent appearance, because the male platypus is packing a secret weapon that can deliver a wallop. Bet you didn't know this cute little oddball is venomous. That's right, folks, venomous. On the hind legs of the male platypus, hidden near the ankle, is a sharp, keratinous spur. It's about ½ an inch long, and it's connected to a venom gland in the thigh. Now this isn't just for show. During breeding season, when the fellas are competing for the attention of the Sheilas, these spurs become serious weapons. They'll try to jab each other, and if that spur connects, it delivers a dose of complex venom that is, by all accounts, excruciatingly painful. Ouch! Superpower. Cute but deadly. This is serious business in the platypus world. The venom itself is a cocktail of different proteins, and while it's not usually lethal to humans, thank goodness, it can cause immediate, intense, and long-lasting pain. We're talking pain that can last for days, weeks, even months. And it often doesn't respond well to normal painkillers like morphine. Number 5. Masters of the underground maze. Alright, let's dive back down into the dark, earthy domain of the mole. We've talked about the star-nosed mole's incredible touch-sensitive star, but how do other moles, the ones without that fancy facial accessory, navigate their pitch-black subterranean mazes? It's a world without light, a world of constant digging and tunneling. How do they know where they're going? How do they build these intricate networks of tunnels without getting hopelessly lost? Well, they've got another sensory trick up their velvety sleeves, or rather, on their snouts. Many species of moles, including the common European mole, have things called Eimer's organs. Now, these aren't as visually spectacular as the star-nosed mole's star, but they are just as crucial for survival. Eimer's organs are tiny, microscopic sensory papillae, little bumps, densely packed on the mole's naked pink snout. There can be thousands of these little organs, each one containing a bundle of nerve fibers, making the mole's nose an incredibly sensitive touch organ, similar in principle to the star, but arranged differently. It's like their whole nose is a giant fingertip. These Eimer's organs help them feel vibrations and textures in the soil with extraordinary precision. As the mole pushes its way through the earth, its snout is constantly gathering information. It can detect the slightest tremor from an earthworm wiggling nearby, or the difference in soil density that might indicate a rock or a root in its path. It's like they have sonar made of skin, but instead of sound waves, they're using direct touch and pressure sensitivity. Dirt never stood a chance. They are constantly building a mental map of their surroundings. Imagine trying to navigate your house in complete darkness, relying only on what you can feel with your nose. That's what these little champions are doing every single day. They create these incredibly complex tunnel systems, with main thoroughfares, hunting tunnels, nesting chambers, and food storage areas. Chapter 5. The Platypus Puzzle. Nature's weirdest wonder. Crikey. We're back with the platypus. And folks, this animal is just the gift that keeps on giving when it comes to weird and wonderful biology. We've talked about its electric bill, its venomous spurs, but the strangeness of the platypus goes right down to its very DNA. Their DNA is so weird scientists still can't figure it all out. It's like a biological jigsaw puzzle where some of the pieces seem to come from completely different boxes. It's a living, breathing, evolutionary enigma, and that's why we love it so much. Let's start with one of its most famous quirks. The platypus lays eggs. That's right, this furry, warm-blooded creature that feeds its young milk starts life inside a leathery egg, just like a reptile or a bird. The female usually lays 1 to 3 small, sticky eggs in a nesting burrow, and she incubates them by curling her warm body around them. This trait places the platypus in a very exclusive group of mammals called monotremes, which also includes the echidnas, egg-laying mammals. How cool is that? It's a throwback to a much earlier stage of mammalian evolution. But then, once those little platypus babies, called puggles, isn't that adorable, hatch from their eggs, the platypus acts like a true mammal. It nurses its young. But here's another twist. Female platypuses don't have nipples like other mammals. Instead, they secrete milk from pores in their skin, and the milk collects in grooves on their abdomen, where the puggles lap it up. So, they lay eggs like a reptile, but feed milk like a mammal. Outro. Who's the ultimate sensory superstar? You decide. Woohoo! What an adventure that was. KKB Zoo Crew. We've dived deep with the electro-sensing, venom-packing platypus, and burrowed into the dark world of the super-touchy, fast-foraging mole. 2 incredible animals, each with a set of senses that are just out of this world. From the platypus's electric bill and its DNA mystery, to the mole's star-nose speed and underground GPS, these creatures are true champions of adaptation. They show us just how inventive and mind-blowingly diverse nature can be. So who wins the Super Sense Showdown? Platypus or mole? Is it the platypus with its shocking sixth sense and reptilian-mammalian mashup? Or does the mole, the master of touch and subterranean navigation, take the crown? It's a tough one, eh? Both are absolute legends in their own right, perfectly tuned to their unique lifestyles. Let us know your champion in the comments below. We want to hear who you think is the ultimate sensory superstar and why. And remember, Zoo Crew, like, share, and subscribe for more hilarious, educational, and wild animal fun. Every click helps us bring more of these amazing animal stories to you. We've got so many more creatures, big and small, cute and creepy, to explore together. Until next time, stay curious, stay wild, and stay weird. Keep loving wildlife, keep asking questions, and keep being awesome. See you later, alligators.